New mic, exactly. So I purchased a new mic following the issues we had on Wednesday because it was driving me nuts. All right, let's hop into this, shall we? Huh? All right, you guys ready for this? I don't know how ready I am for this. I have to get my buttons back down, just a heads up too. My buttons are, I have to get ready for my buttons. Save early and save often, as they say. That's true, Farlia. That is the rule, that is law. Hello, Farlia, how are you? Welcome in, I appreciate you being here. Alright, we're ready. I'm ready, I hope you guys are ready. The Praetorium. How's work and things for you? Is that me or is that Wedge? That's Wedge, just kidding. Wedge and I are actually the same person. Also, thank you guys. Those of you guys that have decided to come run this for me, I really appreciate you guys coming. So here we are. Yes, Sid, we're here. The Ultima Weapon will almost certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. I'm ready. How come they're leaving? This is it, my friend. Alright, Sid. I'm so ready. Let's do it, man. Significantly less movie time in this dungeon than the last one. Going well, having the weekend to recoup. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, it's always nice to have a few days just kind of like chill, relax, and you know, get things back together. Lady Fravor gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, that's 4 gifted subs already this evening. You guys need to relax. Thank you guys so much, Fravor, Lady Fravor. Who's the other person? Was it Coffee that gifted one? Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. But now it's time to relax and chill. 4 is more than enough. We need to make our way down. There ought to be... Oh my gosh. Do I not have my thingy on? No, I do. You guys are gonna have to give me a second. I'm sorry. I have to remember how to actually like push the buttons and play the game. It's been some time. I'm very glib. Can't believe they took the best line out of the dungeon. What was the best line that they took out? Oh no. You got it, Sid. How did Sid get over here without having to fight those guys? Holy crap. This place is just blowing up, you guys. Alright, give me a second to get some threat on these guys, and you guys can go ham. Alright, we're good. We're good. Pew, 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 pew. I'm trying to face away from you guys. Oh, how very glib is the line that they took out. Aww. That's rude. I wonder why they took it out. Oh, Twitch won't let her sub? Aww. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here tonight. I appreciate all the subs. Just having you guys here tonight means a lot to me. You guys don't have to sub or do anything crazy. But thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Watch out! I'm trying to face him away from the group so you guys are good to do whatever you need to do. They took the one line out to make the dungeon shorter? Or is it just like this whole cutscene that they took out to make it shorter? Ugh. Pew. I took out all kinds of stuff, yeah. But that was the most notable to me. It's a good line. I mean, I agree. It's a very good line. It sucks that they took it out. I'm with you. They should have left it in. I would have much rather have experienced it with that line in than without, to be honest. How very glib. Who said that? Was it? I assume Sid said that, huh? Oh, watch out! Nope, someone else. Oh, there was somebody else here? Lies. Lies. Quick, inside. Sorry, Twitch is being mean. Whatever. Thank you guys so much also for the hype train that ends in 1 minute. You shall see. I'm ready, Lacey. Is this what's his name already? What's up, nerd? I'm here to kick your teeth in. Gaius. Sid, my boy. You are late. There's something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. Don't be mean. Don't be mean, Gaius. What of him? I am your father. Oh, okay, so wrong movie. In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come on, come now, Sid. You must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. Surely before his transformation, mayhap sensing that something was amiss, your father confided to me all the regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Early on in your career, he realized that while you had a talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes, and the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though. Though he could not let it show. You ripped open walls in this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? Oh my gosh, what is it that you want, Gaius? I want you on my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny, and I assure you it lies not with the Empire. Johnny, you look great. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? Glacia, you also look fantastic. With your powers joined to mine, we might do much for this realm. Together, we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in a lasting peace. Or my best graduation gown. No? And I can expect no better answer than this? So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you are too dangerous to be let to remain. Only the best for Praetorium. Oh no. What's with the foreboding stare? Oh shit. That's what the stare was for. He says, you guys are in for it. Oh, that bow is sick, Glacie. Run, Sid. Or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius, wait! Damn it! Okay, Sid, we'll get him. We're here for him, too. We gotta fight this guy and his giant freaking sword. I thought it was way too early to be fighting Gaius, to be honest. I'm gonna pull this nerd. Ready, here we go. Pew! What's up, dweeb? Face him away from everybody, just to be safe. I'm gonna pop this, because I don't actually know what he's doing. He's just kind of standing there doing absolutely nothing, which is kind of weird to me. Was he casting that whole time? I didn't see any sort of cast pop up, but okay. He's going to the middle of the room. Watch out. Prototype laser. Nice. Nerd. Going in. I'm bringing him kind of... I'm going to leave him here. You guys are both ranged, right? Yeah, okay. It doesn't really matter that much where I put him, does it? Beautiful. Let me know if I need to use a... Well, I mean, I'll let you know if I start to use a cooldown, Johnny, just to be safe. Okay, what does this do? Okay, I was gonna say, I assume it just does damage, but I'm popped a cooldown, Johnny. This is a heads up. He's pretty low. I blocked all of it, so I took 0 damage from that. Nice. So let's get out of this, huh? Pew, eat shield, noob. Going in. Oh, okay. I took damage from that. Rip. I guess I went in just a second too early. That's what I get for trying to min-max my spots. See you later, nerd. Do we get any loots of any kind? Oh, no loots. Sid, what are you doing? You're gonna say anything? I don't want to leave if you're gonna say something. He didn't say anything. Nerd. Well, well, would you look at this? It's the armor we borrowed for our mission at Castrum Sentry. If this isn't fate, I don't know what it is. Go on, strap yourself in and raise hells. Oh, sweet. Whoa. Magic cannon and a stream? Fire a short range of bursts in front of you. Okay. How come those don't have any, like... Oh, they do. Z and Q. Sweet. Okay. Oh my gosh. Johnny, you're going for it. He's doing it. Bink, bink, bink. Is there a way to go faster in this thing? It's so slow. Aw, how come she can't? That's okay. Johnny, don't die. Johnny, don't die. Oh, did you pull the whole thing? Holy crap, Johnny. Johnny, Aether is gathering in your body. Be careful. Gives an error message. Huh, yeah, Twitch is being crap. That's okay. Is that it? Is that the last of these that we need? Holy shit! What's up, nerd? What's up, dweebs? Get wrecked. I don't know how, I don't know how I feel about this, you guys. Pew! Pew! Boom! I think we're just like, we're just mowing these guys down. Huh, yeah, I wonder what's going on with her account. How weird. Yeah, Gallum. Praetorium. We finished this tonight. Yeah, it could be Twitch. Twitch could just be taking a massive poop, which is fair. It sounds like a Twitch thing to do. Again. Who's calling me? Hello? That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. Okay, well, what do we do, Sid? Tell me what we're supposed to do. You'll need to divert all the power to the Magitech cannon, as I did at Castrum Meridianum. The armor's core is like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if we want to press on. Now, listen well. Press the control, engage, answer, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. You got it. You guys got all that? Did you guys write all that down? I mean... Apparently he knew what he was supposed to do. It didn't even matter. Oh no, wait, is it dead? Aww. Better not be dead. You're natural at this. Alright, the way's clear, but it's just you and your own 2 feet now. So be careful. The massive side eye from the Lala side eye. Goodbye, friend. Good luck. Oh, it is dead. No way. No. I'm sad now. There better not be more sadness coming up, or I swear. Rip robot, yeah. Dang it. Poor little guy. Ooh, another boss fight. Another cutscene, too. I'm ready. What's up, nerds? Oh my god. Those mutton chops, Johnny. You've been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. True. I'm getting another phone call. Hold on. Please hold. Is someone there? Yeah. Someone's here. The man. Nero. Garland, old friend. How it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. What the frick is that thing? Nero? Is that you? Oh, is he speaking into like his little walkie-talkie? You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. Is hacking your Pokemon the highest ranking tribunus of the 14th? It was you all this time? To me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Yeah, Sid. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us, yet that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as a young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas Non Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend, your reputed genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel second-rate. I, who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. Yet when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Sid Non Bloody Garland. He's so mad, this poor guy. Nero, I don't know what to say. So they were like, they've been buddies for a long time, or what? It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Balsar saw fit to offer you a place at his side. And this, in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him after all these years? Why, no, he did not. Poor Nero. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Nero? Nero? What are you gonna do? Lord Van Balsor is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima Weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation, that will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you... What is it? Wait, what? What is this? Oh no, is that like jamming the signal? Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I've watched you. Every move you have made, every step you have taken. I believe that's a song, right? Every move. You have felled icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from the corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for use in the Ultima Weapon. Well, you can't have it, it's my power. What the frick is that? Holy shiz. Is that a hammer? Oh my god, that thing is huge. You're gonna freaking suck my brain out with it. Should I succeed, Lord Van Balsar will surely take notice. Beside this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Gun hammer, here we go. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Pew boom. Alright, here we go. What's up, nerd? I'm ready to play this game with you. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Pew 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 pew. What's up, noob? I'm gonna tank him in the middle of the room here, just to make sure, just to be safe. I've taken the liberty of preparing an electrifying stage for you. Oh, nice. Thanks, dude. Popped it defensive because I didn't have my wall ready, so... I don't know what this does. Okay. Not gonna stand in that. I know that's bad. Meet one of my creations. You might find it handful. Oh no, is it like a little hand? It is a little hand. What's going on here? Is it... Okay, does this guy have a threat table? He appears to be just focusing, so... See you later. I'm assuming don't get too close to the edge, because it looks bad if you get too close to the edge. Come on, buddy. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna wait to move him. Come on, buddy. Let's go back to the middle of the room. Oh, he's gonna go back on my... Oh, frick! Ah, okay, that makes sense. Stacking again. Turning him away. He's gonna do an AoE. I'm gonna step out. Cone. Don't stand in the cone. Watch the cone. This hammer's insane, man. Hammer job win? Yeah, seriously. Wait, is that a sexual thing? Gallum, this is a safe place. So please do not mention any sexual jobs anymore, please. Watch out for the cone. Everybody ignore Gallum. Get wrecked, noob. Ah! That's a huge hammer. Damn, bro. This changes nothing. It changes everything, Nero. Get out of my way, Red Power Ranger. Okay, you turned the lights off? That's rude. I'm scared of the dark, actually. Oh, shit, he's gone. Ah! The Ultima Weapon is activated and it brims with the power of the icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Do you guys like that laugh? That was a pretty good laugh, right? Hello? Somebody's calling me? Are you alright? I'm good. Gal, I'm just kidding. Love you. What of Nero? Fled? Damn it. In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to wait. True. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castrum Sentry. Okay, sweet. What hands they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that's left is to destroy the Ultima Weapon. So this is the final phase. I'm ready. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? That's like a really short list, right? I feel like Sid would do a lot of things. Ooh, the angry face. The angry Lala face. I gained 92,000 experience. Whew! A lot, right? Alright, the Echelon. Here we go. Weebs. Magitech terminal, which I assume we're pushing the button. Push it, Johnny. Push the button! Was that the Emperor's New Groove? Pull the lever! Wrong lever! Like every time.
Look for the lift's control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby.
Okay.
Take the lift down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima Weapon.
I like, yeah, Johnny, I agree. Your Lala is in every cutscene with me. It's pretty funny. Nobody else gets any screen time but you.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there.
Oh, he's waiting.
Don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful.
Thanks, Sid. Love you too.
The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection lost much.
Oh shit. Hello, friend. What's up, Gaius?
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
What? I don't understand the question. Her name's Hydaelyn, I think that's who I'm technically fighting for.
Do you believe in Eorzea?
Oh, is he the one who says it, Obsidian? He's the one who says how very glib.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead. though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether.
I don't think I like where this is going.
Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, everyone. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzeus...
Listen up, Killzor, guys. He's been practicing this monologue in the mirror, so pay attention.
Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise.
He looks pretty buff.
For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
That's true. In, like, all aspects of the world. Unfortunately.
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation.
This guy just thinks because he's strong, he can do and say whatever he wants, and he should be the next person in charge.
Champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof.
It is rude to interrupt, yeah, it's true. And, you know, he just told us everything, so, you know.
That I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
And we're not strong enough to stop him. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see who's not strong enough. What's up, nerd? This room will be sealed off in 15 seconds. We can't go anywhere. We're just on this eternal, like, little elevator forever, I feel like. Ow, that hurted. The echelon is... I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Okay, they're gonna shoot in that. I wasn't sure what direction they were gonna go. And I didn't want to get hit with them. Haha. Oh shit. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm popping a defensive here. Not a big one, but, like, you know, big enough. Oh, the stack mechanic? I got you. We need to get out of that? What is this thingy? It's his turn now. I didn't start nothing. You started this, Gaius. What are you talking about? I was just trying to take a freaking friendly little ride down the elevator, and you were a jerk. This is all you're doing. What are you talking about? Is this a defensive that we're standing in right now? It is. Sacred soil. Damage taken is reduced. Okay, then I'm going to stay in this. I walked out of it last time and should not have. I didn't realize this was a defensive, but I got it now. I got it. I'm in there. Paying attention. I didn't start it, Fravor. You can shut your mouth. Why are there so many of him? Are we supposed to be killing the phantom Gaiuses? I assume? I'm just hitting this one. I assume that we have a certain amount of time to kill them, huh? Before he, like, blows up and kills us. This one's gonna go down here in a second. Nice, that one's down. That one's down, nice. It's just this one now here. Nice work, you guys. Easy. Ow. Negative. Beast. Ow. Oh. Hello, sir. Bye. Oh, yeah.
I had not thought to be so hard pressed.
Well, get pressed, noob.
Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
What? I can be a ruler. I want to be more of a leader, though, not like a freaking dictator. And he's just like, well, that was fun. Nice and warmed up now. Oh man, how are we gonna kill this thing? Freaking absorbed 3 icons. Oh, is that it? You can now accept the next class job. Ooh. Hey, you guys, we did it. The Ultimate Weapon. Oh, is that it? Yay! Nice work, you guys. You kill icons. Yeah, don't I? Isn't that like what I do? This is defensive. Block incoming attacks. That's not a very, like, awesome defensive, but we'll take it, I guess. I got icons on my desktop. I also have a few icons on my desktop. Yay! Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys running that with me. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. That was so much fun. Thanks, guys. Alright, let's get out of here. Run away! Not running away, I'm running to. Oh my gosh. It's huge. I'm just gonna like pull on its big toe or what? Hello, sir.
Allow me then, hero, to do that.
If I get shot here after all of that, I'm gonna be very upset. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what any of that meant just now. The Porta Decumania. Now accessible. Porta Decumana. Confront the Ultima Weapon at the Porta Decumana. Is this another... Do I have to do this by myself? Friends? Thank you, Dagger. I appreciate you coming and running this dungeon with me. I assume I do this by myself, right? So you guys are good to head off to whatever it is that you need to do. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you guys running with me. Thank you. So is this something that I do by myself? You guys, I have to fight this thing by myself? What if I said I was scared? I don't fight it? Oh, is this a trial? It is a group fight? Okay. Okay. That's what I thought? How come you guys aren't up here with me? Is it because you guys have already done this before? And I assume the fight starts somewhere else, huh? Yeah, okay. Is there anybody else out there who wants to do it with us? Barlia's on. This is... Oh, what's his name? His name's not coming to me. The fact your guys' names don't match your names on Twitch, and so I try to remember. Call me Coffee. Coffee, you want to go? You're waiting for an Uber? Johnny, where are you right now? Thank you, Coffee. Alright, we have room for one more person. Farleo, you would like to do it? Alright, I will invite you. Thank you so much. Oh, Uber Eats. I see. Okay. I was like, Johnny, where are you right now? What are you doing? Farleo, it says you're bound by duty in a different area. Farleo, you have lied to me? Does that just mean you're in a different world? We would invite you, right? That player is currently bound by duty or in a different area. I'm in combat. I thought I could drop duty support 2 minutes unless someone... No, that's okay. So I'm actually going to run a commercial really quick. So while we wait for Farlea, I'm going to run a commercial. And then when she's done doing what she's doing, we'll invite her and then we will continue this on. So is anybody out there watching this? I do apologize. I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, get up, get some water, get some drinks before we start this next part. And I will see you guys in about 90 seconds or so. All right, you guys? Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of the gifted... I spelled commercial? Did I spell commercial wrong? There's supposed to be like a really, really long blurb there. So if you didn't get it, I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all the gifted subs. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We'll be back in about 90 seconds, okay? At the local library is soaking up free Wi-Fi. Gotta get home because the streetlights came on and it's... Poor Johnny. I'd run, but I'm a 40-minute drive from my PC. Where are you right now, Gallum? Are you at work? Are you on like a dinner break? Is anybody doing anything fun this weekend while we're waiting? I have volleyball tomorrow, like usual. However, we're not doing anything like crazy. I don't even think we have scrimmaging tomorrow, which is kind of sad. I like scrimmaging before I play my game, so I think I just have a game tomorrow. Countryside of Texas with my dad. Okay. You guys just chilling? Are you guys doing work? If you even care to say anything about it. Cleaning, yay! All the exciting things do as an adult on the weekends. Excuse me. All the fun stuff that ends up occurring that needs to be done while you're an adult. I miss the group I used to play volleyball with. How often did you play volleyball, Dragon? So I've been playing for about a year now, and I play it, recreationally. And it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy volleyball. Like I really like the idea of volleyball, and I'm not very good at jumping. But we're getting better with time, right? The experience is really nice. Watching football and hanging out. Ooh, are you watching? Who's playing tonight? My girlfriend just sent me a reel. She sent me a grip of reels on Instagram. Oh my gosh. The Chiefs. Is that who you're rooting for, Gallum? Is the Chiefs? Are you a Chiefs fan? Okay, you're not watching the same game. You guys are not watching the same game at all. Lame. We played every Wednesday for around 2.5 years. The place we used to play got sold, and the group never got together again. Oh, that sucks. Well, here's to you guys potentially getting together again. How long has it been since you guys have played together? Chiefs were earlier. Oh, okay. I kind of miss watching football with my dad. I haven't watched football with my dad in quite a long time. It was nice because when I was in college, I would drive up on the weekends and then just like have dinner, or like do laundry or whatever at my parents' house. And sometimes my dad and I would crack a beer and watch football together. It was a lot of fun. All right, Farlia is ready. Hey, it was over 10 years ago. Okay, well, Dragon, I hate to say it, but that group's probably not getting back together again. Sorry. That's a grip of a time ago. I mean, maybe. Who knows? You know, maybe you guys get together. It's been 10 years. You guys are like, you know what? I really feel like playing some volleyball together. Let's, you know, let's get together and let's play some volleyball. You never know. I'm sorry, Drake. I didn't mean that as being rude. Oh man! All right, you guys ready for this? It's 9 o'clock. I feel like most football. Well, it's 9 o'clock for me. It's what, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on the West Coast. So I figure most games are probably wrapping up soon. I would assume. Well, I don't know. Everything feels later on the East Coast. Alright, noobs. You guys ready for this? Oh, clear selection. I want this one. Well, certainly not. One of the players has been a very good friend of mine, and he's no longer in any shape to play volleyball anymore. I mean, I bet you guys could get together and still, like, you know, do decently well. I don't feel like you need to be in, like, you know, find a rec league somewhere and just kind of chill and hang out, you know? Like a boy band who gets back together after 15 years of the Super Bowl to hype it up. Yeah, exactly, Dragon. Just like that. You guys just gotta get the right music going. I'm in Canadian land, so I didn't even know there was a game going on. Yeah, I mean, Canada is, you know, way out there from the rest of the world. So, you know, I'm surprised they know anything. Just kidding. Just kidding. Johnny, I'm kidding. I love you. I'm just kidding. Johnny, I was just a joke. I'm kidding. Alright, you guys, we're gonna kill this thing. Okay, here we go.
Bear witness to the true power.
The true power. Need to relax. This guy's like hyped up on steroids or something. Holy. Is that like a cobra's head? It's like a cobra's head, right? That's what it reminds me of. Pretty cool. Hello? I love games. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Bink. The Ultima Weapon has partaken of the power of the icons. None can stand against it. I'm gonna stand against it. Me and my friends are gonna stand against it. Do I have to taunt that guy? Or we just had to remember all of the stuff that we did earlier? Ow. Okay, well that hurted. Like a lot. I almost ran towards that. Watch out. Oh no. Hello. Oh, there's more. Those are kind of pretty looking. I almost, like, part of me almost wants to stand in them. Run away from the bomb, not towards it. I literally was like, we need to stack on that. Like, my head was like, get in that now. But this fight feels like a really healer intensive fight. There's a lot of like crap going on. What does this mean? Oh no, what do we do? How do we get out of this? We just eat this? Here. Oh, Hydaelyn! Thy foe is darkness clad in steel. If thou wouldst triumph, thou must look to the light. Thanks, Hydaelyn. She saved us. Thanks, Hydaelyn. Hell yeah. Titan's essence torn from the Ultima Weapon. Yeah, get rolled, noob. Ain't got shit on me. No matter, it still harbors the might of other icons. True. Is it icons or icons? I thought they said icons, but who knows? Ow. Is there a way to avoid that? I feel like there's nothing to like hide behind, so we just kind of have to eat it, which means this is probably a pretty big healer check fight, huh? Shit. They said icon? Okay. Like an icon on a computer. To avoid it, just get good. I'm trying, alright? It's my first time. Alright, he's almost halfway. Kicking his butt. Farleo, let me know if I need to pump like a defense. Well, I guess you can't really let me know because we're not in a voice chat. Just kidding. I feel like I'm the only one taking damage, so we should be okay for now. But if I see a lot of like AoE damage, I'll definitely pop a defensive or something to help us out. What is happening here? Taking no damage. We just eat this? I feel like we can't get far enough away. We're just eating this, right? Hydaelyn, save us. Once more, Crystal Bear, look to the light to vanquish the darkness. Get stabbed, noob. RIP. GG. Thanks, Johnny. It's okay, we did it. We made it. Hey, what's up, man? You thought you couldn't be beated. Garudas as well? Impossible! Alright, it's time for Ifrit. You guys ready for some Ifrit? Of anyone who knows that will take care of you, it's Farlea. I agree. I trust Farlea. Not that I don't trust anybody else who's healed me this evening, but Farlea and I have a history. Me, Farlea, Gallum, we all have a history. Playing games together. Oh shit, I'm in fire. That actually might have hit me, Farley. I'm so sorry. Get close to him. That's gonna push you out. Get close to him, quick. This is the strength of the Icon Slayer. Bye, noob. Oh shit. Oh shit. Help! Help! Hydaelyn! Hydaelyn! Naught will remain of you, but ash. Negative, sir. Yield not to darkness, my child. Pray to the crystal with all thy being. I'm praying. I'm praying to the crystal. Save me. What's up now, noob? Alright, so that's what? 25%, I assume? Yeah. Final phase. It's just the weapon. Just the naked weapon. The last 25%. No! How are you doing this? I'm a monster. Hydaelyn is protecting me.
But the Ultima Weapon is all-powerful. Why does my enemy still stand?
I'm a beast. That's how.
Can his strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
Ooh, it's Lahabrea. Hello, Thancred.
Lahabrea.
Straight middle finger, bro.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
I have 6 of them. 6 crystals, plural, please.
So, this is what empowers him.
Why am I giving him side eye like he's revealed a big secret?
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, For the Ultima Weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Did Lahabrea just call Gaius ignorant? Are we letting this conversation happen?
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch.
Part of Sabik?
The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima.
Oh, I like how it zoomed in on his face.
I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima Weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Lahabrea, what have you done?
What has he done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Oh no.
Damn you, Asien.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power.
Played like a fiddle, yeah. What are you doing, Gaius?
And from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash.
Oh no, I was also played like a fiddle. Oh my god. So we're dead. GG's. Final Fantasy was fun, you guys. What should we play next? Holy crap.
Such devastation! This was not my intention.
He doesn't care what your intention was. He has his own motive.
Oh, Hydaelyn. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left.
Oh no.
Your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Asien. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains.
Do you think it was his intention? I don't know.
Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
He's huge. He's just gonna step on me. I'm just gonna get smushed like a little pancake. Carpet might be slightly singed, like a little bit, like enough to give it like some flavor, you know. Holy crap! Oh, I thought I was gonna be the only one here for a second. I was gonna cry like a little baby. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Again. Ah! Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Homing lasers is what they're called. Ow! That was through a defensive too. A little guy that can kick ass. I don't even know if I could reach his ass. I could try to kick it. I need not the power of the icons to defeat you. Gaze upon true power. Ow. Tank purge. Rude. Wait, where are you going? Come here. What are you doing? Ow. Rude. Wait, what are these thingies? What are these thingies? Okay, that was clearly not a mechanic that I needed to know how to do, but why did that happen? Hey Canadian, how's it going? I'm learning this fight. I know it's about to happen, but I do not want to be in front of that. We target that heart thingy down there? No, I don't know what those are, but again, I do not wish to be anywhere near them. Holy shit. Oh, frick. Okay, this is crazy, you guys. This is crazy. Oh my god. That is most unexpected. You are possessed of great might. This I will allow. I mean, you have to. Yours is not the might of a ruler. Such is the difference between us. A difference that will assure my victory. Such devastation. Yeah, he's crazy. I can't see. I can't see. Hello? Shit. This fight's kind of crazy. This fight's a little nuts so far. How are you, Canadian? Okay, what's he about to do here? Tank Purge? Owie. Excuse me. The corner. Alright, we have to be quick here. Okay, we're here. I'm ready. I'm turning him so you guys don't get hit with it. I have a tank buster coming up. I use a defensive. I have 2 defensives up for this. It should be okay. Nice. It hit me for a decent amount, but not a lot that I'm not worried about it. Here's Tank Purge. AoE abilities. I don't know if this actually affects him. I think he's immune to that, so I actually did not need to use that. Here we come. We're going to stack up here in the middle. Oh no, I shouldn't have used that. Frick. It's okay. Ultima! Curse you, Asian! What is he doing? How much destruction must be wrecked before you are sated? Wait, what's going on here? I can't see what's actually happening. I have not the strength to yield thee again. Permit not the manifestation of the vile magic, lest darkness prevail. Your fervent hope shines forth. Resplendent light, granting you strength beyond your limits. Oh, wow. Die! Die! Quick, kick him. Just whenever. Don't let him get up and speak or nothing.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
No. Was he dead? Get rolled. Wait, is this thing still alive? No shot. Oh my gosh, I was about to be so mad. Get its core. We need to get its core and we need to smash it. So Lahabrea can't bring forth anything crazy anymore. Lightning cloud. This is good. Excellent. It's just gone? Like there's no wreckage. It's just poof. Gee, I wonder where I'm supposed to go. Which way? Oh, this way. Look. Thank goodness you guys are directing me in the right direction. Oh, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you three running that with me. And this is awesome. Whatever this is right here, I love it. Oh, man. What are those things called? Now there's flowers. Nice. This is amazing. Thank you guys. Hey, all the flowers. Yay. I love that this happens after every fight, after every dungeon, after every cutscene. You guys are just hanging out, emoting. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. Thank you for being here, you guys. No teabagging. Don't you do it. Sweeping. Bunch of dorks. Alright, you guys, I'm getting out of here. You guys sweep up the trash, clean all that up, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Been good. It was so neat trying this for the first time after they revamped some ARR MSQ stuff. That was fun just now, too. It was a very cool fight. It was a lot more mechanics than what I'm used to, which is nice. He's dead. I killed him. Thancred. Now, I need to know if you're actually possessed or if you're actually, like, deceiving us this whole time. So can you just tell me if you're possessed? Because I just want to know, because I actually kind of like you.
You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic.
Have fun. Am I about to do something by myself? Shit.
And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man.
The glory of man. True. So much.
The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn.
Bullshit. Bullshit. He's gonna try to put this on Hydaelyn? Get out of here.
Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about, and that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor.
Look at his face. He is so grumpy.
You will not leave this place alive.
Does anybody have a Snickers? This man needs a Snickers. It says that I dissolved the party. I didn't mean to dissolve the party, you guys. I'm so sorry. You didn't have his coffee this morning? All out. Oh, man. So I have to fight him all grumpy? Listen, Lahabrea, I'm going to actually go to the store. I'm going to get you a Snickers and I'll be back, okay? So if you could just chill here for a second. I'm going to go get you a Snickers and come back, okay? Alright guys, it is 9:22. I'm actually going to run a commercial. I have to run to the restroom really quick, so you guys get up, get some more water if you need to, run to the restroom, whatever that looks like. Here in about 90 seconds or so, I will be back and we will run this to its extent. For some reason, my commands are not working, which is awesome. I will be right back, run to the restroom, you know, get some water, stretch your legs, whatever that looks like, and then we will continue on. I'll be back. Oh. Alright, nerds, I'm back. Hydrate and stretch. I got the stretch out already. Oh, my back kind of hurts. Oh, I'm gonna get some water in me. Thank you so much, Glacy. Taking care of me, taking care of the stream, making sure everybody gets their water in and their stretching in. Ono game. Thank Fravor, Coffee, and Lady Favor for the gifted subs this evening. It means a lot to me. I'm not a very animated individual, so I just want to, you know, continually say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day as well to come and hang out with me on this wonderful Saturday evening while we kick Lahabrea's booty. Alright, roll check. Is everybody ready? Are you guys ready to do this? Because I assume we're going to end up just immediately fighting this guy. So, are you guys ready to fight this guy? Hopefully everybody's here and everybody's back. Everybody's ready to go. Hopefully nobody's sitting and watching a commercial. Hopefully Johnny's got his food. You seem like a genuinely awesome person, so I'm here for it. Oh, thanks, Coffee. I appreciate it. Johnny's here. He's got Poggies in. You got some more soup? What's for dinner, Johnny? There's only one right answer here. Everybody watch chat while we wait to see what Johnny's having for dinner and see what he says. Oh, well, what did you get from Uber Eats? Was Uber Eats not dinner? Oh, chips? What kind of chips? Was it the everything or whatever that you guys were talking about in the Discord the other day? Oh, barbecue chips. I do love me some good barbecue chips. Alright, the music. The music is climbing. Here we go. Lahabrea. What's up, nerd? Lahabrea, I'm here to whoop you. Commence battle for the ultimate weapon? Proceed. I love me some ruffles, too. Oh, good chips. Alright, Thancred. Let's do this. Why do I have to fight him by myself? I'm kind of scared.
It is past time your flame was extinguished. Bringer of light.
Bringer of light. Lasagna soup for dinner? Oh, that sounds amazing. I love lasagna. The soup is always good. Your item level was reduced to 60. While synced, all stats are adjusted. Alright, you guys, here we go. My focus is going to be in here. So sorry. What was the joke before, Glacy? I'm sorry. My brain completely melted there for a second as I was bracing myself to fight Lahabrea, but now I can't move on to the fight. Oh, this fight was a joke before? Oh, I see. So that's why I'm doing it by myself. Okay. I got it. I put it together. My brain is kind of dumb sometimes, but I got it. Is it still a joke? I hope it's. So it's just like the fight we did when we started this, when we fought the shield guns guy, right? It's the same kind of scenario basically. Like the fight was pretty easy until they just made it a solo thing, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Also, seriously though, lasagna soup sounds so good. I can't stop thinking about the idea of lasagna soup. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, Lahabrea, let's make it happen. The smiley faces. What do you mean be gone? You be gone. You're rude. Oh my gosh. What was that? Ow. That hurt a lot. Oh shit. Ow, please stop. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this by myself, actually. I'm getting kind of nervous. The power of darkness ravages your body. Yikes. Damage dealt and HP recovery are reduced. RIP. Got these little fireballs. I don't know what they do, but I'm moving over here. Okay, it was a good call for me to move over here, I guess. Went back to the middle. Don't know what that means, but I'm out. I'm out. Shit. Ow. Searing flames, cleanse all in the name of one true God. It's definitely a, like, I have to watch the mechanics way more than I'm actually hitting him kind of fight. Definitely a don't stand in any of the crap kind of fight for sure. Ow, that hurt. Come here, nerd. Come to the edge. Hey, don't come to the edge, I guess. Do your own thing. I don't even care. I gotta come near you so you don't actually yeet me too far away. Ow. Gotta go to the other side of this because it looks really bad. We're doing okay. As long as I avoid these mechanics, I feel like I shouldn't be able to die here. Those tainted by light cannot be suffered to live. Go forth, my shadows. What does that mean? Shoot! Holy crap. You guys, this fight's gonna be like 45 minutes. This is gonna be like the longest fight of my entire life. Power of darkness ravages your body. Ow. I will show you true magic. Fires of creation arise. Oh no, somebody followed me. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh no. Oh no, I don't do enough damage for sure here. Lahabrea harnesses vast amount of magic. No, Lahabrea, no amounts of magic, please. Magic is bad. Harnesses vast amount of magic. No, stop it. No more magic, please. I'm not gonna be able to kill all these, am I? Die, please. No. I killed that one, though. RIP. That one died. Am I dead? I'm dead, aren't I? GG's, boys. I break free? F. Dead. Is that what happened? Did I lose? Because I didn't kill those things fast enough? Yours was always a vain struggle. No way, I'm not actually dead. Hydaelyn's gonna save me. She's always there for me. I actually don't know what's happening. Oh, it is Hydaelyn. Surrender not, my child. Look thee to the light. See, look. 6 crystals. Why is that yellow one so pudgy? And receive of the power to banish the darkness. Your fervent hope shines forth the light. Guess who's still alive? Oh, I'm Super Saiyan. That you should still have the strength to interfere. Damn you, Hydaelyn. Yeah, damn you, Hydaelyn. How dare you. Woo! I'm ready. I'm ready to freaking whoop you. What's this buff do? Bathed in the light of the Mother Crystal. Nice. Blessing or no, your imperfect beings cannot hope to defeat me. So, Hydaelyn is the creator of the world? Is what I'm kind of gathering? Like, she's made the world? Or she's made us? So she's like a god? Johnny, I swear to God, I will slap that smile off your face. The middle? I assume the middle? Okay, yeah. Oh shit, this is really bad. Over here. Yes, I dodged them both. Get rolled, game. You are strong. I concede. Shut up. Yet know that if I should perish, so too will the mortal within whose flesh I reside. So Thancred is possessed. I mean, what else do we say? We can't say anything one way. It's true. No, I get. No. Mark not the dark meaning in subtle words. Only light may banish the darkness. Where do I stand? I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're just gonna save Thancred here. Thancred, I'm gonna banish this demon, and we're gonna save you. All right? I'm saving you. Okay, he goes to the middle. Gonna blast me some more. I can't go anywhere, so I'm just chilling here. You missed, nerd. That's what you get. Get rolled. No, come back. We're fighting. We're saving Thancred right now. Thancred, stop running from me. I'm trying to save you. You're possessed by a demon. You guys have 8,000 health. I'm a freaking beast. Here? Like the farthest of corners, yeah. Bye, Thancred. Have a good day. I have to run to the middle now. Why are you running? Thancred, why are you running? It's a valid question. Stop running from me. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it. Be gone, he says. Get away from me. Everybody's scared of you, noob. The night burn. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it. It hurts me quite a lot, actually. Should I be using this even when I'm not like in an AoE fight? Because I feel like I should be able to use that whenever. It's off my GCD, so I could use that in like single target fights, right? I know like it's definitely more of an AoE kind of ability, but all right, I think we got it. I think this is a W, you guys. Not so bad. Hammer us. This is the hammer us moment. You rolled, noob. Ah, That's like 3 huge victories in a row. We killed Gaius. We killed the machine. We're gonna save Thancred from Lahabrea. You can use any ability your heart tells you to. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Coffee. Alright, get out of Thancred's body. I want Thancred back, please. So this is the scene that we saw in the very, very beginning of the game when we made our character, but he was hooded at the time, right? And I was actually wearing this armor, if I recall.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
I don't know what that means. This is the starter. This is exactly what happened in the very, very beginning of the game, but he had a hood on. Blast him. Freaking blast him. Yes! So she like foretold what was gonna happen when I made my character. What? Get out of my friend. Cherry, I don't know what it is. We're learning together. The giant crystal is Hydaelyn. That's her name. There's Minfilia. Okay, I can't tell you all the names because they're all popping up too quickly. With the power of friendship. Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Crazy. Alright, is Thancred alive? That is the important question. Is Thancred alive? That is all I care about right now. Were we able to save Thancred? Of course, Kilzor. The power of friendship rules all. Oh my gosh, this place is blowing up. Holy crap. How do we get him out of here, though? He's just gonna die anyways. We're gonna save him from being possessed. And this whole place is just gonna fall on top of him. A robot's still alive. Yes. Hey, buddy. I need you to carry us out of here. I know, we need to go. I don't actually speak either. But I know what you're saying, and you know what I'm saying, and it's fine. Can you carry us both? He carries us both, right? Frick yeah! Thank good. Wait, we couldn't put... I mean, we're small enough. Thancred could have sat in the chair with us. So he doesn't actually die, right?
So my conquest ends, Cid.
Oh my god, it's his father, isn't it?
In smoke and ashes.
He was just vaporized. Dude was just gone.
Hear, feel, think.
Oh my god.
Warrior of light, beloved son.
Mommy? Is that what you guys called her mommy earlier? I guess a while ago?
Darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still, beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners
Mother?
of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth.
Bye. Wait, don't leave me. What?
Blessings and joy be upon thee.
I learned who my mother is and then she just leaves?
Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
So are we like crystal people? You know, like those theories of like lizard people living in the sewers? Are we like crystal people? They're gonna be sad that we died and we're gonna make a heroic entrance. Mother lady, why dost thou leave me?
My lady, all twin adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
You guys, we did it.
The flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
He's still in there.
I'm still in there, it's true.
Sid, has there been no word?
Okay, Raban, I'm coming.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
Aw, Papa Limo, it's okay.
He's going to make it, I know he is.
Ida is right. We must have faith.
Especially in me, of all people, come
Can we
on.
not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
Sorry guys, I didn't mean to hit that. I don't know what that sounded like, but I apologize.
I agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
Beam me up, Scotty. Now we've gone from Star Wars to Star Trek.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Oh! We're coming. Don't worry. Grrr. Nice moves, robot. Hell ye. Boom! We made it. Oh, the slow-mo explosion. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I can mix in Star-Lord yet.
Our Warrior of Light.
I'm back. I've done it.
The hero returns.
And I saved Thancred. You guys are welcome.
Look! Thancred is with him!
Bonus points for me.
Thank the 12.
Thank Hydaelyn.
That was a really cool high five, I'll be honest.
Welcome home.
I thought she slapped him. Honestly, that would have been a lot funnier. It's so weird hearing the ARR voices. Yeah, I heard the actress change
You almost got us killed that
after
rat.
A Realm Reborn.
Remember?
Now, So that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of Lahabrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians.
It's true.
Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat.
It would be, true.
Nevertheless,
I love that the credits are probably directly behind my camera and you guys can't see them at all. Yes, Thancred is alive.
for now we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Am I supposed to know who Alfie's grandfather is, or do I learn that later? Because I don't know that I remember. Oh, Louis Suarez? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sure he mentioned that at some point. Like, I feel like I should have knew that in the back of my head somewhere.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victories serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast.
Or if I stand slow.
No
or if I stand slowly.
Over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Facts. Hard facts,
Just as
actually.
we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Just in time, Arkin, the credits.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
Guys, look how happy I am.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Ooh. Oh, she got a gun.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The 7th Astral Era is come, and thus is ours a realm reborn.
We did it, guys. We did it. Woo! I have a lot to catch up in the chat. I'll do it once we get out of this. I promise. There's a lot. I've read everything you guys have said, but I'll respond to a lot of it in a second. All right. Oh, nice work. Nice work. I liked that. I know that a lot of people say, at least from what people have told me, they say that this is the slowest part of the game. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a ton of fun. I really liked playing ARR. I really liked the story. I really liked the characters. So if it's only supposed to get better from here, I'm very excited. Knackback, thank you so much. We just finished it off. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me. My name is Kilzor. We are currently playing through a Final Fantasy. Not that you don't know. Yeah, we just finished. This is what, 2.0, and so now we're gonna go on to 2.1, right? ARR, and do maybe some hard dungeons and stuff, and just kind of hang out, and just kind of chill and play around, you know. All right, I have a lot to catch up in the chat here. Canadian said the ARR voice actors were a quick pick to relaunch the game. If I recall correctly, the new ones are definitely better. Either that or I'm just used to them. Okay, I've heard that the new ones are definitely a lot better. Fravor, what Johnny said about Louis Swall is not a spoiler. We did talk about it. I just forgot. So thank you, Johnny, for saying that. Arkin, thank you so much for the congrats on finishing it. How does it feel to be finished with the tutorial finally? The preamble to the tutorial, says Arkin. I think it was good. I feel very happy. I really like the story. I like how everything kind of matched up and how everything kind of put together. Canadian, thank you so much for the congrats. I appreciate it. Post ARR content time. I am super excited. Post ARR is some of my favorite content, says Obsidian. Well, thank you guys. I'm very excited to move on to the next chapter of this game. It was actually really neat to see the new Laha fight from the revamp. Prey, Ultima Weapon, and Mr. Bread used to be all part of Pre. The weapon and bread got stomped hard back then, especially with an 8-man. Lahabrea was basically a joke. Okay. Yeah, because I heard the same thing about the shield guy, too, that the shield guy was basically a joke. And they made him. He used to be an 8-man also, and they dropped him down, so. How do we get out of this? You guys want to watch this? Does anybody actually want to watch the credits? Because we can watch the credits if there's anybody out there who's like, yeah, let's watch the credits. I want to read the credits. Woo! That was actually, I'm really glad. So I know Obsidian, I know we talked about me that I could have done it on Wednesday, but I'm really glad I didn't do it on Wednesday because we're 2 hours into stream. It'd be like almost 1 o'clock in the morning for me on Wednesday. And that would be Thursday morning for work. I would have been hurting. My body literally would have hurt. I'm going to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's so funny because I just put up the other part of A Realm Reborn, the very first part of A Realm Reborn the other day, and so it's today. I mean, and so it's funny that we are getting around to it, getting around to finishing it today. I will skip it in a second because I definitely would like to skip it as well. But I'm going to, since for some reason my little lad is turned off here. I want to turn my CloudBot back on since for some reason he is not working. Hold on. He's gonna work. He's gonna work here in a second. There we go. Yeah, because I just wanted to say that if anybody out there is new to the stream or they haven't come from YouTube, because I know that a lot of you guys have come from YouTube, that part I just put it up. So if you wanted to go follow that link, you guys can head over there to that and check it out. Because I just put it up today. It's the very beginning of A Realm Reborn, and then with tonight. So your pacing through the MSQ is perfect. It's been great to experience this all again this way. Thank you, Arkin. I appreciate it. I try to go slow. I try to take it at a pace that people can enjoy and people can really kind of just chill. Meteor survivors. Do we care about the meteor survivors? Holy crap. There's so many of them. Oh my gosh. These are people from 1.0. Are they people who like helped make the game? Is that just like a nice way of like showing them? I'm in there. Oh. Are you actually in there, Coffee? Shut up. There's so many credits. Oh my gosh. Johnny, nobody believes you. Feels like we're on vacation. Everybody's just chilling at the beach now. Now that it's all over, we're like beach time, beach time, beach time, beach time. I like look like the loneliest person there, you know? I know, sleepy time? Like I'm like that person who's like in a crowd full of people but still feels lonely, you know? Is Hydaelyn actually evil? Are we about to find out that Hydaelyn is actually bad? I'm gonna be super pissed. I'm gonna be so mad. Arkin? Arkin? You and Johnny. Just start throwing books at everyone.
What is it?
I took a nap, Minfilia. I have narcolepsy. We've talked about this.
Can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
No, which one? Is this Dalamund? Right? That's his name, right? Dalamund? You little turd. Is this Lahabrea again? Mr. Bread?
Cast Bahamul move.
Bahamut. Find out next time on Final.
One Azaz move star.
Fanzad Lokpai ki Hads Haldorn Zur Ukdorn. We next starve Chemuv. They only cause the pulse right ball.
This motherfucker. How do we beat that? There's so many of them. Two Zodiarch. What is a Zodiarch? This all sounds like Simlish to me. It does kind of sound like, yeah, I agree. That wasn't supposed, it wasn't English, it was a different language. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. That's a fact. That's like science, y'all. Guys, that was emotionally taxing. Like, I have nothing left. Aw, clapping. Thanks, friends. What if nothing stands in the way of light to obstruct it? Is there a shadow then? I still think, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like, even if you shine a light, like, into a room, like, I'm pretty sure there's still shadows, like, in, like, the corners and stuff. But I don't know. Enter the solar. I know I'm beyond this, but I have so many questions. I have so many questions. Like, what? Like, who are all these people? How did Lahabrea already found? How did Mr. Bread already find a new person to possess? Hello, Alfie. All right, Minfilio. What is going on? Is this sign language? Hello. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the aether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. Okay, I don't know what is this armor identification key that I just received? You can now fly while mounted. You guys, I can finally fly. Holy shit. Take flight, simply jump while mounted. Flying mounts. You've gained the ability to take flight. Summon forth a flying mount and try jumping to take off. Flying consists of 3 basic maneuvers. Jump key. Descending. Sweet. Gallum, don't take this away from me by restricting what just happened. I only have access to the ARR areas, right? So like it doesn't matter if I can fly anywhere else, right? I absolutely love that flying so easy to get in Final Fantasy. I've heard about, listen, the grind for World of Warcraft's flying now is nothing compared to what it used to be. No longer aeronautically challenged. So for anybody, I mean obviously this is a Final Fantasy stream today, but I played World of Warcraft for 15 years. I've been playing it since pretty much beta. When you go from Classic to the Burning Crusade for the first time and you needed to grind out 5,000 gold, like even in this game 5,000 gil isn't that much, but to put it in perspective, like as far as like the amount of money that I have now, it would be the equivalent of 5 million gil. Probably pretty close to 5 million gil, maybe even 50 million. Like it was a lot of gil to farm out just to be able to fly. It was a lot of money to be able to fly like one time, and you had to do the whole story, and a lot of times you ended up like spending money because you'd be like raiding or doing other things. Like it was an incredible amount of money to have to put together just to have the chance at flying. It was ridiculous. It's not that crazy anymore. Like after you pay that like initial like 5,000 gold in World of Warcraft, you can fly, and then you have to pay like 1,000 or 1,500 gold like each expansion to be able to fly in the particular areas. Yeah, max level. But if you did like the whole story, you end up being max level anyways. I put it on 25 to 50 mil. Yeah, I think that's probably more of an equivalent. I agree. Coffee. I think 5 mil, especially since like I've done the whole story. I have 300,000. And if I do some crafting and stuff, I bet I could make up to 1 million. So I think you're probably more accurate. Like it was an incredible grind of money to have to do. And anybody who hasn't played World of Warcraft, like, or if anybody else has played and can like put like a help us put a number on that, like it was ridiculous. First riding mount was level 40. Now it's 20. Yep, I think it's even cheaper. I think it's only a gold to get your riding mount now at level 20 in World of Warcraft. So like it's been you know, greatly reduced, but when it was first around, it was a ton of money. Like a ton of money. Yeah, that's nice that it's just given to me for sure. Oh wait, I have 2 quests here. One says a recurring problem, the other one is, what's a recurring problem? You guys, I have a recurring problem. What the frick is this? It says use a thin, regular piece of what appears to be Cermet. Placing it near your suit of Magitech armor will magically bring the machine to life. Oh. Yeah, it is a blue quest. Should I just ignore it for now? Can somebody Google it for me? Tell me what it actually is. Oh, use the key? Okay, well. Can somebody Google this, the recurring problem, or a recurring problem for me? I'm gonna use this key. You can now summon the Magitech. Ooh, it's a mount? How do I look at my mounts again? I totally forgot. Mount guide. Blue quests are extremes now, or more bosses. It's the hard versions of the primal trials. I don't know, it's been literally 10,000 years. That quest is mandatory anyways, but you can do it later. Apparently it's required for later, so at least start a blue quest, start to unlock new stuff. Yeah, so I know what the blue quest is. But I was just curious what this one particularly unlocked for me. So we can save that. Do you guys want to do that tonight, or would you guys like to do that tomorrow? Is it a part of the main story? No, it's okay. It's okay, Kate. I appreciate you telling me still. But I did know that that's what the blue quests are. We usually do like blue quests and like random stuff on Sundays. So that's why I wanted to know what it was. If it was like, if it like pertained to the story in any way. Like if I pick it up tonight and we do it tonight, you know, it pertains more to the main story, or is it more of like a side kind of thing? So that was the only reason why I was asking. It will be mandatory at some point for the MSQ. Okay. Alright, well, we might as well grab them both then. The price of principles. She gives me a cool ring. Ophelia appears to be lost in thought, so it depends on when you want to knock it out. Okay, we could probably, is it, so when I pick it up, is it just like dungeons and stuff? Because I'm down to just do that tomorrow. We can just knock a bunch of dungeons out tomorrow morning if you guys are down for that. And just kind of chilling and running through a bunch of dungeons. But if it's like actual like lore and story and stuff, I would like to avoid that on a Sunday morning. Kilzor, it pleases me to see you well. Thanks, Minfilia. Hi, Tataru. Do excuse me for interrupting, Kilzor. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports, has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Bye, Tataru. Bye. You need to go hang out with Wedge more. Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Balsor and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. Like a trade. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. He looks so sad. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. Where's that? When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? It's true, and that's hard. That's a hard consideration. I agree with her. Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. It's okay, Amphilia. Stress gets everybody. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Sure, I guess. I'm going to pick up the other quests for me, though, before we go, so I can see what it entails. But I can't speak with you right now. Amphilia has need of your talents for a re-emerging primal problem. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there's still work to do. The Ultima Weapon's destruction, would seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but the half of it. But to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. I don't know why I made Ida sound stupid. That was not intentional. So please forgive me. Any Ida lovers out there, I'm so sorry. I don't think she's stupid. Beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima Weapon's maiden appearance. You'll remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to make any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more to The etheric waves that were observed in Mordana do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I'm loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Kilzor? I don't think I have a choice. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. The circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Kilzor. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. You're welcome, Thancred. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. I mean, somebody else is just possessed by Mr. Bread out there anyway, so it doesn't even matter. She's a bit of a bimbo here. Primal mukbang, yeah, exactly. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Well, we appreciate you being back. Thank goodness you're okay. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situations as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Sick. Thancred's back, and handsome as ever. That's true. That was his name! I assume you watched part 1, right, Arkin? That was his name. He was like handsome, I don't remember. Handsome adventurer, handsome something. It was handsome something. Did you guys, so... Did you guys like the way I did that? Like, if I do a realm, Handsome Stranger, that's right, thank you, Johnny. If I do all of A Realm Reborn like that, do you guys like that? Was that like a neat way for you guys to experience it? And like play it? For those of you that weren't here in stream, but are here now and had the chance to watch it again, and then the people who have been here and had the chance to watch it again, was that like an interesting way to do that? And you don't have to answer me now, you can DM me, or you can put it in the feedback channel. I know a lot of you guys said that it was like really good and you guys really enjoyed it. You know, like you guys watched it, but like I don't know, like I'm always looking for more feedback on it. I like commentary summary with replays of important bits. Okay. Dragon says yeah. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys taking the time to A, tell me that you liked it, B, taking the time to watch it. So thank you. Okay. I will keep doing it that way until people decide that they no longer like it. And we can revisit it on the 10th. I'd like to see you sipping a cup of coffee when you're reviewing, but maybe I'm... I like the commentary more than replays, but I know that's extra effort. Like, what do you mean? Like, you like the bits of commentary? So, like, do you not want to have as much... So, like... I tried to cut out like the slow bits, but I tried to cut the bits back in there from Twitch where like it was me like reacting to it or talking to people, because I felt like that was more like, I'm obviously not going to react to seeing Thancred and Lahabrea the same way anymore, because like I know that Lahabrea is Thancred, so like if I did like a voiceover of that part, like I would obviously know, and so the reaction to me seeing Thancred and me seeing Lahabrea, you know, it was going to be different. So I was like, you know, like it has to be, I wanted to have like the genuine reaction as well as just like a, especially the part there in the middle where it was like I went to Blackbrush Station, I fought the goblins, I, you know, was running around all over the place, I was doing a bunch of side quests and stuff. I was like, you know what, like this doesn't need to be in here, but I would like to mention that this happened so that we can kind of, you know, having it through. I like the post recordings over the video, the catch-ups basically. Okay. So instead of just like uploading my whole VOD, because like that was 3 hours, that 24 minutes of video, that was 3 hours of content smushed into 24 minutes. So I'm glad that you guys liked it. And so that I was able to cut that, but I tried to. Did you guys like the bits in there that was basically me cutting the stream in there as well? Or was that not as good? Everybody's saying they liked it, and I'm getting really serious here, and I apologize, but I love this shit. I'm having a lot of fun editing these videos. And I know I'm beating a dead horse here, so I apologize. Whoever liked the music, nice. Beautiful. I actually picked the music specifically also, so. You saw it today, Karks? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Arkin says the format is good. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm done beating a dead horse now and just going through it over and over again. So we will move on from it. Thank you, Lacey. I appreciate you guys. I get very obsessive, so I appreciate you guys dealing with that bit of me for the moment. Alright, your anger, give it to me. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beastman, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldest do well to seek his counsel. Wait, you don't get a reward for this? What the frick? The music made me think I was watching an action movie and stuff was about to go down. You sped through the combat and unnotable parts of your playthrough and highlighted the fun parts. So it was a good video. Thank you, Codex. I appreciate it. That's what I wanted to do. And I also wanted the music to be what you just said, Favor. So, so wait, so do I have to go speak to Thancred then? What the frick? I'm going to talk to these guys. Your anger, give it to me. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortune so finite. So well spoken. Your anger looks beseechingly in your direction, fear in his eyes. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings most ominous arrive from Gridania. Primal walketh the shroud. Those who have borne the Eldrith spirit witness and return to tell the tale, avow that ne'er before have they seen its like. The gods' quiver doth investigate as we speak, and meseems Bowlord Luwin would welcome a capable adventurer's helping hand. Pray was Hai. Thou thus doth pray thee tell. Yeah. He's a very well-spoken lad. I don't know what this word is. Pray he thee to the seat of the first bow, and shine thy light upon the matter. Okay, it was a blue quest, so I picked it up. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about now. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes to the cost of our principles, neutrality would ever be a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ulda now and have it done with. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. I think Ida likes bribes. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately. Papa Limo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Alright, so Ida's like, let's freaking do it. Alright, Shola, what's up? Recall you were meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Laminsons set word of the summoning of the Titan? Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merlwyb that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, and that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Okay, Thancred. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know. Why is Ida's name flashing? Do you guys see that in the lower left-hand corner? It's freaking distracting me. Her name is like flashing in and out. You guys see that? By the chat there? Why is it doing that? You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated. Only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Kilzor. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Her head moving just in and out of the cam spot where the names show. Is her head moving? I guess where the camera was, yeah, so she must have been just tilting it just enough. Yeah, I don't know. Very weird. Ida's Wi-Fi was weak. Yeah, she needed a better connection. It's on the border of the camera proximity to mask names. You guys are probably right. Yeah. Alright, Thancred, give me another quest. This is. Her breathing animation is cutting her name off. Thancred wants you to vanquish Ifrit and has information that will help you arrange an encounter. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Uranger said, I fear. The Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldessian insisted that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Excuse me. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You'll want to assemble your most dependable comrades for this mission. Be safe, my friend. Okay, we can do that tomorrow as well. Alfie? What are we doing, Alfie? People are not liking this idea of changing our neutrality. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I've reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Kilzor. Okay. Like a child, he's like, let's go. Alphanod? Kilzor? Is aught amiss? Aught is definitely amiss. You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Mithlia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ulda. What? Must do what? Yeah, what? Why are we leaving? So long as we remain within Uldan territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We've demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Where are we gonna go? What? Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Aetheryte? Oh. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied unless we cooperate. If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Your face, she looks so sad. Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordana. Dun dun dun. Revenant's Toll, to be precise, it lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years. But I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ulda is our home, Alphanod. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which oh my gosh, I'm gonna start this whole thing over. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did, which is Louis Soir, right? That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much a family as... That'll be all, Alphanod. Are we going to learn what that is eventually? I'm sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Yeah, your sister, she's been gone forever. Your concern is most generous, but no. I've left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come between the needs of the Order, after all. Damn! Alfie out here talking reckless, man. Alright, we have Vitality and Tenacity. So this one's definitely... Any of these have Determination on them? No, this has Tenacity on it, so I'm definitely grabbing that. Oh, Alphanod's out here just freaking... Just being rude. Wait. What level is this ring? Level 47? Oh, okay. It is nice. I almost just tried to save the game again. Gosh dang it, you guys. More rings? Well, that one's got Determination on it, but it has Intelligence. So these are all... One's got Dexterity on it, Vitality, Intelligence, Mind. Yeah, so those ones aren't really that good. We get some beer, though. We get Cooking Sherry. Once again, Mithlia appears to be lost in thought. Leave Ulda. Has it truly come to this? You gotta make sure you save, it's true. Save early, save often. Oh, Kilzor. Pray attend to Alphanod. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your own. Alphanod waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Okay, where are we going? Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. What are you talking about? I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who persisted during the calamity. Somebody tell me how I'm supposed to say this name. Fulhamen? Fulhamen? Is that right? Okay, so give it to me, coffee. I'm ready. Philmine? Philmine? There's a lot to digest with her name. Lore! Arkin, no spoilers, just how do I say it? Is it Philmine? Is that fine? Philmine? Honestly, I have no idea. That name is ridiculous. I thought the names in this game were crazy, but that's the worst one. Philmine. I think I'm just gonna say it the way Glacy typed it. Cat lore. What about the A there though? That's how I remember it being said. Is it Philomene? Philmine? No spoilers, just naming conventions. I always pronounced it Philomene, okay? The H after the L is a hiss sound. Hiss. Don't worry about the F in the beginning. Was it Hissamin? The F is a short F. Fissamin? Fissamin. Fissamin. I can't do it. You guys, I can't do it. I think Philmine. We may just do Philmine, because I can say Philmine. I call her Llama Mama. I like that actually. That's really good. Llama Mama? That's not far from how I feel it should be said. So we're gonna do we agree that Philmine is fine? Philmine is an appropriate name. The first letter of their name represents the tribe they come from. Oh. So is it Hamin? Or Ham for short. F is bear tribe. Oh. I didn't know that. That's really cool actually. So it has so does it not have any relation to their name, or is it still important for their name? Ham for short. Maybe we just call her Ham. I'm fine with that. Alright, so Philomene. I'm down. We're gonna go with Philomene. Philmine. You don't want me to call her Ham? Arkin. I'm gonna call her Ham, and every time I'm gonna be like, courtesy of Arkin Jam. Every time. Just for you. Philmine was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ulda. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlayan minstrel. I always just went with Flamine because I had no idea. Arkin's Ham. we'll just do Philomene or Philmine or whatever, something mean, Hamamine or Ham for short. It's fine. We'll figure it out. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Okay, Alfie. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philomene's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again began to circulate that Philomene is alive and well. What? Scandalous! One of our informants, Father Iliad has sent word that a woman watching the songstress's description, sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart may be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lenosha at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gigiruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Alright, Alfie, I'll meet you there. But first, I'm going to pick up as many of these trial quests as I can, run them to the end so we can do some of them tomorrow. Sausage. I thought about saying sausage because I thought it'd be funny. Couldn't find the symbol for TM and didn't care to look further. That's fine. Oh yeah, Gigiruju. Yeah. That's how you say it. Unless it's GG. Gigiruju. You guys ready to fly for the first time? If you're not looking, you should pull it up so you guys can see. We're gonna fly for the first time, and I want to see a bunch of claps. A bunch of people clapping. You guys ready? You guys better be ready. Oh, there's so many people out here waiting for me to go fly for the first time. Holy shit. You guys ready? Oh my gosh. Should we fly in the Magitech armor for the first time? Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, the world is so different from way up here. Oh my gosh.